the most delicious foods are the ones that connect me to something and make me feel nostalgic for my mother's cooking or the kind of meal that Andy and I used to cook when we were just married. It can be a very important tool for sealing in memories, and I'm especially aware of that as I raise my kids because I want them to associate certain dishes and dinners with their childhood, because I do, and I call up a great deal of happiness from those moments. My name is Jenny Rosenstrach, and I am the creator of Dinner a Love Story. I started the blog because I loved writing about food and family. It's called Dinner a Love Story, and it was so much fun to produce and to write that I kind of surprised myself how much fun I was having, and it turned into something bigger than I thought it would. The blog is basically a daily chronicle of dinner and everything that entails. And a big thing that was important to me when I started the blog was to create a site where people really saw real meals happen with a real family. But I wanted it to convey this sense that dinner is not a problem to solve. And you know, it's not gonna be perfect all the time, and perfect is the enemy of good. But I had not counted on the fact that dinner was a source of guilt for so many parents out there. It had been for me, but I just didn't realize it was such a universal experience. Everything comes down to my kids. The whole reason this started was because of my kids, so I have to say that they are my greatest inspiration. What they love to eat obviously inspires, but also what they don't love to eat just helps me figure out ways around that. Dinner is very important to me because obviously I love to cook, and you realize with parenting there's so much that's out of your control, but I feel like having dinner every night and having that outlet for the kids gives me some semblance of control over this whole parenting thing, because it's the one time of day that I can actually sit with them. But it's just, I feel like anything that inspires discussion is worthy of the dinner table, and therefore anything that's worthy of the dinner table is qualifies as something interesting to write about for the blog. What's next for Dinner a Love Story? I don't know, and part of me loves that. Part of me is so terrified by that fact, but so far it's led me in the direction that it wanted to go. I had no idea that this was going to turn into a book, let alone 2 books, let alone 3 books. And I just have to assume that because it's all starting from the dinner table, if we keep that ritual up, it'll just happen naturally. And I hope that that's the way it's reading now, just like I hope that's how it will read in the future.